Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about static keyword in Java. Static keyword. Static keyword in Java is used for memory management mainly. We can apply static keyword with variables, methods, blocks, and nested classes. The static keyword belongs to the class, then an instance of the class. Another definition of static keyword is static member belongs to the class instead of a specific instance. This means we make a variable or method static, then we can access it without creating an object. We can access this static member simply by using the class name. In fact, the main method of a class in Java usually has a static keyword associated with it. If we remove the static keyword and make it non-static, then we may just need to create an object of the class in order to call it. And the static keyword can be used with variables, methods, blocks, and in nested classes. First, we are going to see about the static variables. The static variables can be used to refer to the common property of all objects, which is not unique for each object. For example, the company name of employees, college name of student, etc. The static variable gets memory only once in the class area at the time of class loading. The instance variable are non-static and it is part of an object, but static variables are special type of variables that are not associated with an object, they are associated with class. The static variables are also called as class variables. A static variable can be accessed directly by the class name and doesn't need any object. And how the memory will be created for static variable. The static variable will not be created in heap area. It is created in context area or method area. Advantages of static variable. It makes your program memory efficient. It saves memory. This is the syntax for the static variable, class name, and the followed by the variable name. This is the program for the static variable. Let us see how the static variable defined in this program. First, we have created a class named student and we have declared the instance variable and we are declaring the string as name. After that, we are declaring a static variable string college is equal to string and we are defining the college is its and we have created a constructor student roll number is equal to or name equal to n and this is the main class. In this for this main class we have given the name test static variable. In this main class we have created an object for student s1 for and giving the value for student triple on current and again creating an object for student s2 and again we are inserting a new value to triple to rn and here we are displaying the objects of the student. This is the output we will get if we run the program. What's the thing we need to see here means the college name which is given as a static variable in this program. Static method. If you apply static method with any method, it is known as static method. A static method belongs to the class rather than the object of a class. A static method can be invoked without the need for creating an instance of a class. A static method can access static data member and can change the value of it. The methods can also be declared as static. A static method is associated with rather than the instances. Static methods are also called as class members. What is the use of static method? Static method are appropriate when it is associated with the class rather than the objects of the class. For example, if we have a class that has common utility method which doesn't need any object specific thing, if such method is written an instance method, we will need to create an object for such class just to use that method. To avoid this unnecessary object creation, the method is declared as static. For example, the Java standard library contains a string class in java.language package that has declared several value of methods as static. What is the main advantages of this use of static method is we can avoid the unnecessary object creation by using these static methods. This is the syntax for this for to declare the static method, a class name followed by method name and arguments. This is the program for the static method. In this program, we have created a class named student and we have declared instance variable role int string. And in the later part, static is declared string college is equal to its. And we have created the static method here. followed by the name change. In this static method we have changed the college name is BBDIT. In this previous college name is ITS. Constructor we have initialized. After that, in this is the main class of the program. In this we have created objects for student, three objects created, and three objects we gave given the name and values, and after that we are displaying the name of the student. If we are declaring without the static method, we get the output as college name as ITS. By this static method, we are getting the output as BBDIT, because this static method changed the value of the previous college name ITS. This is the output for the static block. It is used to initialize the static data member. It is executed before the main method at the time of class loading. The static blocks are used to initialize the static variable. For example, a static block is executed when the class is first loaded. Thus, it is executed before the class can be used for any other purpose. We can also have non-static blocks in the class. This is the syntax for declaring the static block. Static and variable, we have initialized the variable within the block. In this program, we have created a class named A2, and within the block, we have created a static. We are initializing the static block, and we have given some values to print. And in the public static void method, we have given the hello main to print in the output screen. Sometimes a class will require some type of initialization before it is ready to create objects. For example, it might need to establish a connection to a remote site. It also might need to initialize certain static variables before any of the class static methods are used. To handle these types of situation, Java allows us to declare the static block. A class can have multiple static blocks, and each static block is executed in the same sequence in which they have been written in the program. This will be the output printed for the static block of the program. Nested static class. A static class is a Java that is created inside a class is called a static nested class in Java. It cannot access non-static data members and methods. It can be accessed by outer class name. It can access static data members of the outer class, including private. The static nested class cannot access non-static instance data members. In this nested static class, we don't need to create the object of the outer class because the nested class is static, and static properties, methods, and classes can be accessed without an object. If static nested class cannot contain static methods, then we can call them directly without creating an object. In the above, this is the program for the nested static classes. We have created a class named test outer. In this, we have initialized the value to the variable, and after that we have created a static class which is called as uh, static class named inner. In this we are printing the data of the static data, and after that we have written the program public static void main. In that we are printing the message what we have declared in the static class inner. uh, this will be the output we will get. Data is 30. How it means, in the the void main method, we are calling the test outer to class. When the test outer to class has been called, it starts initializing. Once it starts initializing, it will give the message in what it will give the message whatever in the static class. Thank you.